You walk past an old man at the bus stop. You smile out of courtesy, but something inside you pulls away. A strange smell. A bad smell. And in your head you think, why do old people always smell like this? You judge. You move away. But do you ever pause and ask yourself, why? Let me tell you something that society doesn't say out loud. This isn't just about body odor. This is about loneliness, about abandonment, about lives forgotten, about dreams left behind, about skin that has known decades of pain, and a heart still beating in a world that barely notices anymore. This video is not what you think it is. It's not a science class. It's not a lecture. It's a mirror. A brutal, emotional, and truthful mirror. And by the end of this, you will never smell an elderly person the same way again. Part 1. The smell that no one talks about. We've all smelled it. That peculiar, musty, slightly sour odor that clings to nursing homes, to clothes that haven't been washed in days, to skin that's grown thin with age. It even has a name. Nonenal. It's a chemical compound that begins to emerge more as we age, typically after the age of 40. Why? Because our skin produces more omega-7 fatty acids with age. And as our body's antioxidant defense weakens, these acids oxidize and create 2-nonenal. But pause. Is this really about a molecule? Or about a message? Because science can tell you what, but it can't explain why we turn away. Why we wrinkle our noses. Why we don't hug our grandparents as tightly. Why we don't visit that neighbor anymore. Why even caregivers sometimes detach emotionally. This video isn't about a smell. It's about a signal. A signal that our elders are carrying the weight of silence, and we're ignoring their cries. Part 2. The invisible cost of loneliness. Imagine this. You're 80 years old. Your children have their own families now. Your friends, some gone, some barely able to speak. You can't move like you used to. Bathing is hard. Getting to the bathroom takes 10 minutes. Changing clothes? Exhausting. You sit in the same chair for hours. The TV is always on, but you're not really watching. You hear people laughing outside your window, but no one knocks on your door. Days pass. You forget if you brushed your teeth. You forget the last time you showered. You don't smell yourself anymore. But others do. That smell isn't just poor hygiene. It's the scent of a life slowed down. It's the scent of hours spent alone, of no one to talk to, of no reason to change clothes because no one will see you anyway. And it makes people turn away. The very thing that's born out of loneliness creates more loneliness. Part 3. The emotional war zone of aging. Do you know how hard it is to ask your son to help you bathe? To ask your daughter to change your sheets because you had an accident in the night? To feel your own body betray you and know that people are disgusted by it? Old age is a war. Not one of bullets and blood, but one of dignity. The smell you're noticing? It's the scent of lost independence. It's the scent of a person who once stood tall and strong, now hunched, now trembling, now afraid to be a burden. It's not sweat. It's not dirt. It's not decay. It's fear. It's shame. It's sorrow. And every time we notice it, and whisper, or walk away, or look the other way, we add another layer to their pain. Part 4. A life written in wrinkles. That old man you ignored in the park? He once fell in love so deeply he wrote poems in the back of his school notebook. That old woman who smelled a bit strange in the elevator? She once danced barefoot on a beach at midnight. She's seen war. She's given birth. She's lost a child. She's held dying friends in her arms. Their lives are novels. Every wrinkle is a paragraph. Every scar a sentence. But when you reduce them to a smell, you close the book. You toss it aside. You forget that they were once like you. Part 5. Society's abandoned treasures. We've built nursing homes. We've made old age a corner of society. Out of sight, out of mind. We've created systems that feed them, clean them, clothe them. But we haven't created systems that love them. We haven't created systems that make them feel seen. And so the scent grows, not just in the body, but in the room, in the heart. A stale smell of forgotten lives. Let me ask you, when was the last time you visited your grandparents without being reminded? When was the last time you called an old neighbor just to talk? We've confused productivity with worth. And when the elderly no longer contribute, we think they no longer matter. But you and I, we're going there too. One day you will be the person people avoid on the bus. Part 6. The smell of sacrifice. Your mother smelled sweet when she rocked you to sleep. Your father smelled like oil and sweat after working 2 jobs to pay the bills. That same mother now sits alone, wearing the same nightgown for 3 days, because it hurts to raise her arms. That same father now uses a walker, and forgets if it's morning or night. You don't remember the scent when they gave up everything for you, but you notice it now. You notice the smell of sacrifice turn sour. You notice the odor of their own bodies turning against them. But here's what you didn't notice. They still smile when you visit. They still ask if you've eaten. They still want to know how your day went. Even when they're forgotten, they never forget how to love. Part 7. Breaking the cycle. So what do? First, stop calling it a bad smell. Call it what it really is, a cry for attention. Next, visit. Listen. Bring soap. Bring lotion. But bring something more powerful than hygiene. Bring presence. Because presence restores dignity. Presence rewrites the narrative. Presence makes a person feel human again. Your visits might not change the world, but to them it changes everything. Part 8. You will be them one day. One day your hands will shake too. One day you'll forget names. One day your body will ache for no reason. And one day someone might wrinkle their nose at you too. Will they judge you? Or will they remember what this video tried to say? That every elderly person we ignore today is the reflection of our own future. And how we treat them is how we teach the world to treat us. So the next time you catch that smell, don't walk away. Lean in. Behind that scent is a story, is a soul, is someone who once held you and someone who still needs to be held. Let's stop turning our faces. Let's stop holding our breath. Let's start holding their hands. This isn't just a video. This is a movement. Share this. Not for views, not for likes, but for them. Because if we can change how the world smells old age, maybe we can change how the world sees it too.